Alright, so this next video is going to be a super short video and it's going to blow your mind. It's actually a hypnotic technique that narcissists are doing to you. And after that, I'm going to teach you a technique on how to blow them out of the water. Alright, so yes, this is important. Now, I'm a master hypnotherapist and there's something that's called fractionating. It's where you start a story and you don't complete it. And then you start another one and you don't complete it, and then you start another one. Because in here, then we can embed whatever it is they want. They want to be more confident. They want to be happier. They want to imagine the problem being gone or resolved or whatever it is. That's how you can embed stuff in people to shift what the negativity that was there and put a positive in there, right? Well, sadly, you can do this in a negative way, and that's what she was doing. It's called fractionating. So watch this. So when she would start to ask me questions, well, why this and why that, I would start to talk and then she would interrupt it. And then she'd ask another question and I'd start to talk again and then she'd interrupt it, right? So it basically goes, you talk, she interrupts, disagrees, and then I go down, right? And then I start another one. It's the same thing as fractionating. And then what they're doing is they're putting into you, they're after they fractionated you 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, now they start saying you're wrong. This is wrong. And what happens is they're installing inside you that you're wrong. Sorry, there's a noise up there. If you have been studying or following narcissistic videos, people talk about how a narcissist, number one thing is they want to turn you against you inside. But no one's told you how they do it. It's called fractionating. Okay? And that's what this woman was doing. All right? So let me look at my notes here, and there's something else I think that stood out. All right, so that is a tactic, and they do it on purpose. Now, here's the other thing. Okay, when she was doing this, I did start talking faster because I was trying to answer the question, blah, blah, and I just kind of stopped. But I started waiting for something. I was waiting for you ever heard how a narcissist will smirk? You know, that look? I was waiting for her to giggle or to laugh. Oh, and she started doing it in the third conversation. And at this point, it's like, I got her. She's doing this shit on purpose. And then I called her on it. I said, you know, you're doing this on purpose, and I caught on to you the first night. She goes, what? I go, I know what you're doing. And she got real quiet. I go, yeah. I go, so how's that working for you? And actually it was much more louder, and I ended up slamming the phone on her. Because it was the third time she laughed. When she'd ask me a question, I start to answer, and she'd interrupt and argue. And then I tried to answer back, and when I was answering, she was giggling. These are people that they don't give a shit about what your answer is. That wasn't their goal. They don't. Again, look at the scenario. She flat out told me about 6 or 7, because I kept saying, like, so are you the expert in this field? She goes, no, I told you. And then she actually would kind of back off. Well, no, I told you I don't know anything about it. Well, she does know something about it. She is a narcissist. So the fact is, if someone doesn't know something about something and they're asking you, like, well, what are you studying and why are you studying it? What have you learned? And then they don't let you finish a thought. That's a narcissist. That's a person doing narcissistic behaviors at the very least. At the very least, that's a person fucking with you on purpose. Especially when they start to grin and giggle and laugh. That was like the final thing. So I'm going to shut this off. I'm going to see if there's anything else in here that stood out in the conversation. So hold on.